Hi, welcome to Chair Yoga. In honor of the beginning of summer, I thought we'd have our class outside. So welcome to my backyard, and let's get started. Finding our seated mountain pose. Making sure that our hips are fully on our chairs, our feet on the floor, our joints aligned, our shoulders over our hips, our ears in line with our shoulders. Feel free to close your eyes or soft gaze forward as we begin to connect with our breath, begin to move our awareness within, begin to bring our presence to our practice this morning. As we become the observer of our breathing, letting our bodies breathe naturally, noticing our breaths flowing more smoothly, more evenly. Our inhalations and exhalations are lengthening, deepening, and flowing more effortlessly. Each of us connecting with the rhythm of our breath. Each of us feeling our bodies begin to relax, our minds quieting, feel more centered and more presence in the moment for our practice today. Breathe and scan through our bodies. Let's release any tension or tightness we might be feeling in our face, our neck, our shoulders, our low back, our hips. Letting any stress drain out of our bodies, any worries and anxious thoughts float out of our minds. Letting go of expectations and judgment. Ready to move and breathe, to listen to our bodies and adjust our practice to meet our body's needs today. So as we take a few more moments to breathe, to continue relaxing any tense muscles, releasing tightness in our joints, letting go of our unresolved issues, putting aside our to-do lists, our full presence here to enjoy our class. So let's take 2 more relaxing, long, full inhalations through our nose, following with relaxing, long exhalations out through our nose. And with our eyes open or closed, our next inhale, we're going to gently extend our chin up. As we exhale, let's gently tuck our chin down. Nice slow movements matching with our breath as we begin to warm up. Check in with our neck, shoulders, upper back. Let's inhale one last time, gently extending our chin up, keep those shoulders relaxed. As we exhale, let's tuck our chin down. Lightly releasing our chin to our chest. Next inhale, gently rolling the right ear to the right shoulder. And then exhale back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. And back to center. Continuing our flow from side to side. Again, moving with the breath, moving with awareness. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Pause here as we extend our left arm. Palm down. Gently reaching through the fingertips, spreading our fingers. Make some little circles forward. And then turning our palm up. Spread those fingers, circles back. we bring our hand back to our lap, as we bring our chin back to our chest. Pausing here. And then inhale, left ear to left shoulder, right arm extends, palm in or palm back, circle forward. And then turning our palm forward, circle back. And then as we bring our hand in, bring our chin back to our chest. Next, inhale, slowly floating that chin back up to its neutral position. Take a breath or two here as we bring our arms to our side. Let's bring our shoulders up to our ears and gently release back down. Just a few shoulder shrugs. Squeeze out any tension or tightness, any stress, and let it all drain out through our fingertips. Inhaling, drawing it in, exhale, releasing it out. Let's move into shoulder rolls as we bring our shoulders up to our ears, roll forward, down and back. Breath and movement, massaging out any areas of tightness or tension. And then let's reverse. And then one last time, let's let our arms relax to our side. Take a moment in mountain pose. Take a breath, check in, and then we're going to turn our palms forward. Shoulders stay relaxed. Inhale. We're going to bend our elbows, fingertips to our shoulders, then turn your palm down and press down. Palms up as we press up. Palms down as we press down. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. And then we're going to start to move our arm a little bit more. So this time as we bring our palms up, arms are going to extend halfway, palms down, coming down. Inhale, palms up, and palms down. Next time, stay with a halfway or all the way up. Turn your palms the other way, all the way down. Palms up, reaching up, and palms down, reaching down. Let's do it a few more times, adding a chin lift. So as we bring our arms up, lift your chin. And then as we exhale, palms down, arms down, chin down. Inhaling and exhaling. One more flow like this. And then as we exhale, chin down, arms down. Let your arms relax or come back to our lap. Let your chin float back up and take a breath or two here. Feel free to do a few shoulder rolls if that feels good. And then as we bring our arms to our side, turn our palms up. We're going to inhale, just start with the elbows, bending elbows so fingertips touch shoulders, and then palms down as we press down. Palms up as we come up, palms down as we come down. Palms up, this time arms straight, halfway, and then lower. Halfway. And then lower, staying with our arms shoulder height, or maybe arms are going to reach all the way up. Palms are facing each other. Turn your palms the other way as we reach down. Palms out as we reach up. Palms down as we reach down. And then we're going to add a little neck flow again. So let's inhale, both arms up. And as we bring both arms down, gently bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, head comes back to center, arms up. And as we bring our palms down, ear goes to the left shoulder. Let's do that one more time each side. Ear to the right shoulder as both arms reach down. Back to center, arms up. And then left ear to left shoulder, palms down. Inhale one more time, up. As we exhale, let's bring hands to our hearts. Take a brief pause here, and then we're going to extend our arms straight out and open to the side and back and to the front. Inhaling. Just starting to warm up the front of our shoulders, our mid-back area a little bit more. Inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then let's bring our arms out to the side. Keep that space in our shoulders, hands to our lap. Scoot to the front of your chair a little bit. We're going to move right into our cat-cow pose. As we inhale, let's lengthen through the front of our spine. As we exhale, open through the back of our spine, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Tuck the tailbone, open up the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, tailbone behind, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale. Back to cat. Inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale in cow. One more exhale in cat. As we inhale, finding that neutral spine, let's bring our hands to our hips. Keeping that length in our spine, keeping our shoulders over our hips. We're going to move into our lateral stretches. So as we inhale, we're going to tip over to the left. Back to center, and then tip to the right. Tip to the left, and tip to the right. Have the whole spine in one fluid movement. Feel free to slide your hand up your rib on the right and on the left. See how the shoulders are starting to feel. Add that full arm extension if we'd like. And back to hip. One more flow through the right. One more flow to the left. And then inhale, both arms up. As we exhale, we're going to cross our arms, gently placing our hands on our shoulders for our spinal twist. As we inhale, twist to the right and back to center, and twist to the left. Back to center. Twist to the right and center. Twist to the left. And one more flow to each side. Listening to our body, finding our range of motion. And then as we come back to center, let's rest our hands back on our lap, roll the shoulders. Take a breath or two here, just a moment to check in. And then we're going to float our hands up, keep the shoulders relaxed, and we're going to gently bring our palms up, back to center, palms down. Back to center, palms up, center, palms down. One more time, palms up. One more palms down. As we bring our hands, we're going to open out and bring in. Open out and in. So we're moving our hands kind of like windshield wipers. Good. Then spread your fingers. Bring them together. Spread your fingers. Let go of the tension in your shoulders. Spread and together. Spread and together. Shake out those hands a little bit. And then we're going to do our pinches. So I don't know about you, but we're starting to pinch off dead flowers. So let's bring our thumb and index finger together. Pinch and release. Pinch and release. Pinch, pinch, and then go from the pinky back to the index finger. You can do each hand separately or maybe both hands together. Take your time. A nice pinch, activating all the muscles in our fingers, and then a release. Pinch and release. Let's go through from index finger to pinky one more time, and then from pinky back up to index finger. Good. And then we're going to do some flicks. So we're flicking like we're flicking water off our fingertips. Good. And then make a fist and extend. You make a fist nice and tight. Extend, make a fist, extend, and then nice gentle wrist circles. Both directions. And then just let those wrists float back to rest on our legs as we come back to seated mountain. As we take a moment to breathe, to check in. And then let's start with our leg warm up. Maybe holding onto the chair, maybe hands on our lap as we lift one leg and then the other. Just a gentle march. Good. One more march for leg lift each leg. Then both feet flat. Extend the right leg straight out and rebend. And the left leg. right leg, and left leg. Continue just a few more times, reaching, even pressing through that heel, activating the quadriceps, the muscles around the knee joints, starting to stretch out through the calves, the back of the ankle. One more time. Good. Then with our feet flat, we're going to pick up our heels, coming up on our toes, and then release. Come up on our toes and release. Up on our toes and down. Toes and down. Toes and down. With our flat feet, we're going to flip our toes up and rock back on our heels. So our foot is flexed, heels stay down, and then release. Up and down. Toes up, toes down. Toes up, toes down. Two more. Toes up and down. Toes up and down. Good. Shake out those legs a little bit. Extend one leg, ankle circles. Both directions. And then slowly lower that leg. Let's go to the other leg. Circle our ankle in one direction and then the other direction. And then slowly float that leg down. We're going to bring our feet together, scoot to the front of the chair. Start with your knees together, your feet, legs together, and then we're just going to tap our toes out and in. Toes out and in. Toes out and in. Toes out and in. One more time. Toes out and in. Toes stay together. We're going to do heel tap out. So heels tap out and in. Out and in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Good. And a little bit of shake here again. Take a breath or two, and then we're going to finish with some rounds of sun salutations to finish up our warm-up. So let's take a breath, grab some water if you need it. I think I'm going to grab some before we get started. And we're going to come to our mountain pose. Salutations are breath and movement flowing together. So go at your own pace, modify as you need to. We're listening to our bodies. We're staying in the moment. Let's inhale, both arms sweeping overhead. As we exhale, cactus with a little hinge forward. Belly engages here. Keep that engagement. Float your hands to your thighs, elbows resting or drawn in towards our ribs as we come to a forward fold. Hands can stay on our thighs, belly releasing towards our thighs, or hands at our ankles. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, release. Let's inhale both arms. Nice big reach overhead. Turn your palms forward. Arms are going to come straight down. Legs going to come straight out. Inhale. Other leg. Inhale, up. We're going to sweep our arms. Gently bring that right knee in. Just a lift or a hug. Inhale. Exhale, other leg. Leg lift or knee hug. Inhale. We have our twist to the right. Inhale back to center, or twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands come together at our hearts. That was one round. Let's do two more. Inhale, both arms sweep overhead. Exhale, cactus with a hinge. Inhale, seated monkey. Exhale, nice long spine, forward fold. Right arm flows first. Exhale, bring it down. Left arm. Exhale it down. Belly in. Inhale, both arms. Reaching out through the side, extending out through the fingertips, palms forward. Exhale, arms down, right leg reaches, extending through the heel. Inhale, left leg. Inhale. Arms sweep out and down as we lift our right leg. Hug it in if we can. Inhale, exhale, other leg. Inhale, we have our twist. First to the right, back to center, and then to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, hands to hearts. Take a brief rest here, check in with our body, recenter. We have one more round. Feel free to sit this one out as we inhale, both arms sweep overhead. Exhale, cactus with a hinge. Inhale, seated monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Right arm sweeps. Left arm sweeps. Inhale, both arms. Arms down to the front, right leg reaches forward. Inhale. Arms down the left leg. Inhale. A nice big arm sweep with a knee hug. And an arm sweep with a knee hug. Inhale. A twist to the right. Back to center. A twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath or two here. Grab some water. And then we're going to come to meet in our standing mountain pose behind our chairs. So take your time. Finding our mountain pose. Feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders over hips. Spine is aligned. We feel centered. Aligned. Connected with our breath. Fully present in the moment. As we inhale, just the right heel is going to lift. And then just the left heel is going to lift. So like a little strut here. Just to kind of wake up our legs. And then let's bring both heels down. We're going to lift both heels and lower both heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Holding onto the chair, we're going to rock back. We're going to lift our toes now. Flexing, coming back onto our heels and lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Shake out one leg a little bit. Shake out the other leg. We're going to keep our feet still now. We're going to do some arm flows. So let's inhale. We're going to bring that right arm out and overhead. Exhale, bring it down. Let's do the left arm. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, down. We're sweeping from the side. Inhale and exhale. We can add a little lateral extension if we'd like, if that feels good. A little sweep up and over and back down. Let's do each side one more time. And as we lower, keeping our hands on the chair, let's start to move through our hips. As we take an inhale, bend both knees, sink the hips back, finding a chair pose. Press up, out of chair. Inhale, sink into chair. Knees stay behind the toes. Take a quick look down. Knees are still facing straight ahead, not past our toes, and then come back up. Maybe add an arm flow straight forward and the other arm. So some chair flows with an alternating arm. Staying with alternating arms, or maybe we can have both arms reaching forward. Inhale. And this one we're going to hold. So we can hold with hands on our chair, arms out straight, maybe hands come to our heart, pressing palms lightly together. Take another quick look down. We should still be able to see our toes. Knees are still parallel facing the front. One more inhale, and then exhale. We're going to come out, shake out one leg, shake out the other leg. We're just going to warm up our outer hips a little bit from mountain, holding onto our chair. We're going to inhale and just lift that right leg out. Toes are pointing forward. Take 3 breaths here. Little micro bend in the left knee. Reach through the crown of the head. And then slowly lower that leg. We're going to do it 2 more times, staying on the right. Shifting our hips to our weight to our left. We're going to lift that right leg and then turn your toes out. Holding here for 3 breaths. Feeling a little bit more in the front of our thigh. Our quadriceps. And then slowly lower down. We're going to do it 1 more time. Weight shifts to the left. We're going to lift that right leg and then turn your heel out. Feeling a little bit more in the glutes. Hold and breathe. And then slowly lower that leg. Let's do a few struts, and then we're going to go to the other side. So shifting our weight to our right leg, shoulders stay over hips. Inhale, left leg out, toes point forward. Hold and breathe. Doesn't have to lift high. And then then slowly lower down. We're going to do that 2 more times. So next, inhale. We're going to lift our leg, turn your toes out. Feel that engagement through the quadriceps, the front of the thigh. Keep a little micro bend in the right knee. Keep that spine nice and long. Keep breathing. And then slowly lower down. We have one more variation. Weight shifts to the right. Left leg lifts. Turn your heel out. Feel that glute activate here, the back of our hip. And then slowly, let's come back in. Let's do a few more struts. And then we're stepping wide behind our chairs. So I'm going to turn this way. Oh no, I'll stay sideways so you can kind of see what we're doing. So feet are wide. Start with your feet parallel to each other. So wider than your hips, maybe chair leg width, maybe a little wider, especially if you have longer legs. And then turn your toes out with both hands on the chair. We're going to start by doing a wide leg squat. So inhale, we're going to bend both knees and then press through both feet to come out. Knees should be tracking out in the direction of our toes, so you might have to turn your toes in, out, shorten the stance, widen the stance. You find a place that feels comfortable. You want your inner thighs to be active, the outer thighs to keep the knees safe. One more time, and then we're going to add an arm. So with our legs straight, right arm's going to reach out to the side. As we inhale, both knees bend, right arm reaches overhead, and then we're going to straighten arm back out to the side. Inhale and exhale. Switching arms, left arm out, legs are straight. Inhale, straight arm extends up and lowers. One more time. And we're going to do that 4 more times. So your choice to do alternating arms or both arms out. Inhale, bring both arms overhead as we move into our squat, and then back out. Inhale and exhale. Switch to the left arm if we're doing one arm at a time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring our hands together. Step in for a moment. Let's do some struts. We're going to do that one more time with a little different arm flow. So let's step wide. One more time. Widen our feet. Both hands on the chair. So as we inhale, let's bring our arms out. One arm out, right arm out. We're going to bend both knees, and the right arm's going to reach overhead again, and then straighten and extend forward. Inhale and exhale. Let's switch arms. Left arm out, palm faces in. Inhale, reach that arm up. So it might be more of a V shape than straight alongside the ear. And again, let's do that 4 more times. Option for both arms forward or right arm and then left arm. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Feeling the strength in our legs, using a lot of our core for stability. Switch arms if we're doing one arm at a time. And then as we bring our hands down, we're going to walk our feet back, do a few struts, and then let's do a downward facing dog. Walking back, hinging from our hips. Take 3 breaths here. And then slowly, let's make our way back to mountain pose. Feel free to roll the shoulders. And then we're going to move into a warrior. We're going to do warrior 2 today. So let's face the back. Continue facing the back of our chair. And this time I am going to turn my chair so I'm behind. And we're going to take our wide stance. Once more, starting with our feet parallel, hands on the chair. We're going to lift our right toes and turn them out to the side. Pick up your left heel and kick it back. Tuck your left glute under. Keeping our hands on the chair, we're going to inhale, bend just the right knee, and then straighten. Inhale, bend. Left leg stays straight. Inhale and exhale. Let's add the right arm. So as we inhale, right arm's going to reach, and as we straighten, lower. Inhale and exhale. Let's switch to the other arm. Left arm is going to reach back as we bend the right knee. Inhale and exhale. Doing both arms or alternating arms again. Let's inhale. Feel free to keep one hand on the chair the entire time for stability. 2 more times, switching arms if we're doing one arm at a time. And now we're going to hold our warrior two. Both arms or right arm out. Left hand can stay on the chair or on our hip. And if we'd like a little more challenge, let's turn our gaze and look over our right fingertips. Warrior two. One more inhale here. Exhale, we're going to lower the arms, straighten the leg. So we're going to move into a triangle pose. So same position with our feet, nice long spine, legs stay straight. Let's inhale the right arm and then reach forward slightly with the right fingertips. Then we're going to tip to the right. Bring the right hand to the right leg. Left hand stays on our chair, left hand comes to our hip. The left arm can extend toward the ceiling, finding our triangle pose. Keeping our head and neck in line with our spine, looking straight ahead, looking down at our right foot, maybe looking up towards the ceiling or the sky in my case. And then holding onto the chair, we're going to bend the right knee, come out of our triangle pose, and bring our feet back together. A few little struts here. Take a moment to recenter, take a few breaths, check in with our body. We have one more side to go, so let's step wide. So now we have an idea of how wide we need to step for our bodies. Let's turn our left toes out to the side. Kick your right heel out. Tuck your tailbone under. So if your hip is sticking up like this, we have to pull it back in. Both hands on the chair as we inhale, bend the left knee. So we want to make sure that we feel safe in the knee, that it's tracking out over the toes, it's not falling inward. We want it to come straight out. Not past our toes, but towards our toes. And then let's bring our left hand in front of us. Inhale, bend the left knee, extend the left arm. Straighten and lower. Left hand on the chair, right arm down. Let's extend the right arm back as we flow in and out of our warrior two. Left knee bending, right leg's going to stay straight. Your choice to do alternating arms or both arms. 4 more flows. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Switching arms. One hand can stay on the chair. We're moving with our breath. This time we're going to hold. Left arm stays out. Right hand can come to the chair. Stay on the chair, come to the hip, or stay extended behind. And again, we can challenge turning our gaze over our left fingertips. Relax your shoulders. Feel the strength in our legs. If it feels like that knee, that left knee is falling inward, press to the outer edge of the foot a little bit. Stabilize that knee joint. One more breath. And then slowly lower the arms, straighten the legs, moving into our triangle. Nice long spine. Left arm's going to reach out. And as we inhale, we're going to reach forward. So now that right hip kicks back a little bit, and then we're just going to tip to the side. Left hand to left leg. Right hand stays on the chair. Right hand comes to our hip. Right arm extends toward the ceiling. Make sure you're not right on the knee joint. You can be a little below or a little above the knee joint. Breathing here. Triangle is a pose of balance, of strength, and expansion. So our hips are open, chest is open, arms are reaching, feet are extending. One more breath. And then bring our hands to the chair, bend that left knee, and we're going to untip out a triangle. Let's walk our feet back. Do a few struts. And we're going to do a few standing cat-cows, just to kind of balance out both sides across our lower back. So holding on to our chair, inhale, we're just going to lift our heart. Open up the front of our spine. Exhale. Little bend in the knees, little tuck in the tailbone. Round the shoulders, tuck the chin, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. A few more cat-cow flows. Feel free to lift your heels in cow. And maybe even lift your toes in cat. Just holding on to the chair. Make sure you're holding on to the chair the whole time. One more inhaling cow. One more exhaling cat. And then let's come back to our neutral spine, shaking out one leg, shaking out the other. And since we're outside, I think we should do tree pose. So let's come to the right side of our chair. Left leg is going to be our standing leg. Left hand's going to start on the chair. And we're going to shift our weight to our left leg, float the right heel up. So we're on our right toe. And we're going to pivot our knee out and in. So just like we do our hip hinge, we're opening and shutting our hinge door. Open and shut. Open, we're going to stay open this time. Slide your heel and rest it at your ankle. So we have a little kickstand here. Right hand on our hip. Reach through the crown of the head. Left hand can stay on the chair, hover off the chair, or come to our hip or hands to heart. You can be any tree you want. Feel free to add some limbs. Let's take a few breaths here. Stay strong, stay centered. Keep your gaze steady. Keep the breath flowing. And then slowly hand or hands to the chair as we come out of our tree pose. Give both legs a little shake, and let's move to the other side so we can do our tree pose one more time. Right hand is holding onto the chair, right leg is our standing leg. Let's lift our left heel and start to open and shut that hinge, that hip hinge a little bit. Knee out to the side, we're pivoting on our toe. Next time we open, we're going to stay there, slide that heel in. So maybe it rests at the ankle, maybe it rests more on the calf or the inside of the leg above the ankle. Bring the left hand to the hip. Right hand can stay on the chair, can float off the chair, can come to our hip, to our heart, or we can find limbs for our tree again. Breathing here, keep lengthening. Keep breathing. One more inhale, exhale. We're going to hold on to the chair, release out of tree. Let's do a few struts. Feel free to roll the shoulders. And then let's make our way back to seated mountain pose. Take a few moments, take a breath. As we find our seated pose once more. Adjust my chair a little bit here. So once we're in mountain, we're going to do another flow for our upper body, for our shoulders, for our arms, for our upper back. So let's begin by inhaling. Arms are going to reach straight out, palms facing each other. We're going to make a fist. We're going to bring our thumb on top, relax the top of the shoulders. On an inhale, we're going to pull our elbows back like we're pulling on a rope or a pulley. And then we're going to bring our palms flat towards the floor and then press. Inhaling here. Turn your palms the other way. Inhale, we're going to reach our arms all the way out, palms up. Exhale, let's bring our hands to our hearts. Let's do it again. We're going to inhale, fist. Exhale, pull back. Palms down as we press down. Palms up. This time let's add a bicep curl. Bend the elbows, fingertips. Good. Inhale, press to the side. Exhale, back to center. Hands to heart. Let's do that 2 more times. So we're going to inhale, arms out, fist, pressing the thumb on top. Exhale, pulling back. Elbows stay close. Palms in. Inhale, press down. Palms turn forward. Exhale, bicep curl up. Inhale, press out. Exhale, back to center. Hands to heart. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, we're going to reach. Fist, thumb on top. Exhale, pull back. Pull those elbows close. Feel those shoulder blades. Palms down as we press down, straightening our arms. Palms up, bicep curl up. Palms out, press out through the side. Palms in as we reach back. Bring the hands together and bring them to our hearts and back to mountain. Take a breath or two here. With our arms by our side, let's inhale. We're going to reach up and pull down. Rope climb. Reach up and pull down. Reach up and pull down. Reach up and pull down. One more time. We're going to reach up. Reach up. And then release. Now we're going to reach to the side and pull in. Other side. Reach out and pull in. Reach out and pull in. Reach out and pull in. One more time each side. Reach out and pull in. Reach out and pull in. One more way to go. We're going to press forward and then pull in. Press forward and pull in. Press forward and pull in. One more time. Press forward and pull in, and then keeping that space across the front, the back, the top of our shoulders. Let's come back to mountain. Just take a breath or two here. Inhale, let's extend both arms overhead. Palms face forward, exhale. We're going to bend our elbows and bring our fingertips to our shoulders. Scoot forward in the chair just a little bit. On an inhale, draw your elbows behind you. Exhale, bring your elbows together in front. Inhaling and exhaling, opening up the front and back of our shoulder joints, strengthening our mid-back. One more inhale, exhale, bring those elbows back to neutral, which is in line with our body. As we inhale, bring both elbows up. As we exhale, both elbows down, squeeze. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Glue those elbows, bring your hands down. Windshields, open and shut. Open and shut. From here, we're going to reach out. Turn your palms down, reach behind, grabbing onto the chair, interlacing our hands if we have room behind our chair. Nice chest expansion. 3 breaths here. 3 full, relaxing inhalations and exhalations. One more inhale, and then as we exhale, keep that space, float your hands down, bring them to our thighs. Moving into our forward fold. Let's walk our feet a little bit wider, so about chair leg distance apart. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears, squeeze those shoulder blades, exhale, hinging forward. So we're bringing our gaze forward, keeping the length of the spine, reach out through your tailbone. Take one more inhale here, exhale. Keep the length in the spine, but slide the forearms across. So we have a nice stable base. And then with our next breath, start to relax the tailbone. Release the low back, open up the back of the ribs, tuck the chin, round the shoulders slightly forward. Take a few breaths here. And then slowly, we're going to extend our spine, slide our hands, glue our elbows, and come out of our forward fold. Taking a breath or two here. Walk your feet back, roll your shoulders. Let's do a few marches just to get our legs a little warmed up again. And find a stable position on our chairs, maybe holding on to our chair. Next inhale, draw your belly in. We're going to lift our right foot just an inch or so, and we're going to hover it. Breathing. 3 breaths. And then slowly lower it down. Let's do the same with the left leg. Pull the belly in, float. Feel the muscles working. Core, low back, legs. If you can do it with no hands, that's even better. Good. Next one's going to be a challenge. Draw the belly in, maybe hands on the chair, lift both legs. Just an inch, keep the feet flexed, hold, breathe. Nice full inhalations and exhalations, and then slowly release. Shake out those legs a little bit. Let's do our wooden soldier march. So we're going to start with an arm. So right arm's going to reach straight up and down, and then left arm. Let's do a right leg, reaching out and bending, and left leg. Let's do right arm, right leg, left arm, left leg. Let's do the right side one more time, and the left side, and then the right arm, left leg, opposite arm and leg. Let's do that one more time. So we can stay with this alternating flow, or we can challenge our core, both legs, both arms, and then lower. One more time, both legs, both arms, and lower. Good, roll those shoulders. Take a breath or two here. Let's hug our right knee in. Give it a nice little hug, and do some rocking hugs. And then some hip hinges. And then some hip circles. Both directions. And then gently lower it down. Scoot to the other. Lift that leg. Hug it in 3 times. Few rocking hugs. And then when it comes to a neutral, let's do some hip hinges. And then hip circles. Both directions. And then lowering it down. Moving on to our shin slides. Let's extend our right leg out. So we're kind of scoot up to the front of our chair. We have the right heel down, the left toes are lifted so that foot is flexed. Shoulders are over hips. We're going to cross our left ankle over our right. As we inhale, sliding our heel up towards our knee is moving out to the side, and then lower back down. So as we move through this flow, this shin slide up and down our leg a few times, seeing if we can open up that hip a little bit more. Find your range of motion, find your edge. Next time we slide up, if it's below the knee, we're going to keep it right here and hinge forward from here. If we happen to have our ankle above the knee, we can bend that right foot. A little more intense of a stretch. 3 breaths here. Keep that spine long, maybe a little hinge forward, and then slowly release. Release that leg, shake everything out, and then we're going to move to the other side. So left leg comes out, heel down, toes up, cross the right leg, shin slides up and down. A few more shin slides. We're listening to our body, we're moving with our breath. This next time we slide up, find your edge, hinging forward. Again, if we're above the knee, we can bend that leg, opening up that hip just a little bit more. So again, we're all listening to our bodies. Each of us is finding our pose. It's all good. We're doing the same pose, the one that's best for us. One more breath. Slowly release, uncross, give everything a nice little shake. And then we've got the front of our hips. We did the back of our hips, so scoot forward, walk your feet wide. Some windshields. The next time the right knee drops down, let's turn sideways. Pause here. Make sure the hip and the knee are in alignment. So we don't want to be on the chair with our knee way out to the side. We want to have everything in a straight line. Staying here, slide that leg back. Add the right arm. Add the gaze. Nice crescent lunge flow. Take a few breaths here. Nice full relaxing breaths. And then as we lower our arm, sliding our leg back, scoot both hips in. We're going to do a lateral stretch from here. So making sure both hips are on the chair. We're going to inhale, right arm's going to reach out and up. Add a little extension over towards the back of our chair if that feels good. And then slowly, let's lower that arm. Swing our legs back to center. Walk our legs apart, and let's go to the other side. Let's do some windshields first. Next time that left knee drops, we're going to turn sideways, slide the hip. We're holding onto the chair. Right foot is flat. Check in with this knee, check in with our hip. Slide it forward, slide it back. Add the arm. Relax the shoulders. Crescent lunge. Breathing here. Feel free to bring the gaze up as well. One more inhale. Exhale. We're going to lower the arm. Slide your foot back. Slide both hips on, holding onto the chair. Right, left arm by your side. Let's inhale. Arms straight up. Feel free to keep the elbow bent. Add a nice lateral extension. So we're opening up the left side of the body, opening up the outside of that left hip. And then let's slowly bring that arm down. Coming back to center. Feel free to roll the shoulders as we find mountain pose. We're going to do one more for our core. We're going to do our stir the pot. So scoot to the front of the chair, walk your feet wide, and we're going to grab onto a big ladle. So we have a big soup pot right in between our legs, and we're going to start to stir. So you decide how big the pot's going to be. So that's going to be determined by how far apart your legs are, how far you reach forward. Using core muscles, stirring our pot. Next time we're back here, let's switch directions, stirring the other way. One more stir in this direction. And then as we come back to center, we're going to walk our feet back. We're going to slide our hips back, coming back to mountain, taking a breath. And we're going to do a few variations of a spinal twist, starting with our arms crossed, hands on shoulders. Take a nice inhale. We want to relax the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. 2 breaths here. One more inhale, exhale back to center. Pause here. Same thing, other direction. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. 2 breaths here. One more inhale, exhale back to center. Let's slide our arms down, grabbing onto opposite elbows or stacking our forearms. Relax the top of your shoulders. Arms are about chest height. Inhale here, exhale, a twist to the right. 2 breaths. One more inhale, exhale back to center. Inhale here, exhale, a twist to the left. And then back to center. So your choice for the next one, we can either have our arms in cactus or have our arms fully extended. Relax along the top of the shoulders, whether our elbows are bent or arms extend. Nice long inhalation, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. One more inhale, exhale back to center. Inhale here, exhale, twist to the left. One more inhale, exhale back to center. Let's take one more inhale, reach through those fingertips or bring those shoulder blades together. Exhale, let's bring hands to heart. Bring them to our laps. Pausing here. As we begin our transition into final relaxation, please feel free to do any additional stretches, poses, grab some water, and let's each find our comfortable seated mountain pose for final relaxation. Feel free to use a light support at the back of the chair, so we don't want to be relaxed so much that we are a rag doll, but we want to keep that spine nice and long, keep the shoulders over the hips, lightly supporting using the support of the chair. Feet on the floor, hands resting in our laps, on our legs, chin parallel to the floor. Take a few moments to balance out the work of all the muscles. Feel both hips sinking comfortably and evenly to our chairs. both feet sinking fully and evenly on the floor. Balance out our shoulders, balance out the position of our head. Begin to balance out the flow of our breath. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose, smooth, even flows of air. And as we bring our attention to that flow of air moving in and out of our nose, becoming once more the observer of our breath. As the observer, our body takes over, and we begin to connect with the rhythm of our breathing again. Our inhalations begin to lengthen, our exhalations begin to lengthen, and we begin to feel that gentle, rhythmic expansion and contraction of our bellies as we breathe. And when our breath is flowing smoothly, evenly, deeply, rhythmically, and effortlessly, we've connected to the rhythm of our breath. And as we once more become the observer, let's let our bodies respond as we bring our attention to the top of our head. Breathing, let all the muscles in our face relax. The muscles around our eyes and across our cheeks relax. The muscles along our jaw and around our mouth relax. Let's relax the neck, relax our shoulders, relax across our upper back, relax along our collarbones, relax our arms, our hands, and our fingers, feeling that relaxation all the way down to our fingertips. Let's relax from the base of our skull down along the length of our spine, both sides and front and back of our spine. Relax our shoulder blades, relax the muscles across our low back, relax both hips and hip joints. Relaxing both legs, both ankles, both feet, and all 10 toes. Feeling that relaxation from the base of our skull to our tailbone and all the way down to the tips of our toes. Our bodies are relaxed. We feel grounded and supported. Our breath is flowing. Our minds are calm. Our hearts are at peace as we enjoy final relaxation today. please feel free to stay in final relaxation for as long as you'd like. But when we feel ready, let's gently start to wake ourselves up. Beginning to wiggle fingers and toes, begin to stretch our arms and legs, moving any way that feels good. Let's take our time, letting our bodies wake up, letting our minds wake up. And eventually, let's bring our hands together in front of our hearts. Let's enjoy these last few moments of our practice, our full presence in the moment, enjoying everything that our practice offered us today. Feeling calm, feeling relaxed, feeling centered, feeling strong, feeling focused, and ready to move back into our day. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Namaste.